Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Blackman Auctions, Winrock Automotive, and Chris Crane Hyundai. It's championship time in Arkansas.
Skip pass to Brown. Moss gets a screen. Brown to the lane. Throws it up. And it's good. Count it and a foul. After 3 seconds as Bell's got it. He'll pull for 3. He knocked it down.
Welcome to the High School Basketball Championships, presented by Roller Funeral Homes and Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. And also brought to you by UAMS.
Up top, he's going to pull for a deep left wing. 3, got it! Oh my! 3 more for the leader from Morrilton in this one tonight.
Today's 6A girls matchup features the Springdale Har-Ber Wildcats and the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. Now let's go live to Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs and join our broadcast team. Here is Alyssa Orange and Wes Moore.
Great to be with you as we get ready for the nightcap here on the final day of high school state basketball. Alyssa Orange alongside Wes Moore. Excited, Wes, to be with you. Excited to be on this broadcast with 2 very fun teams here to kick off this 6A girls between Har-Ber and North Little Rock.
Yeah, these are the number 1 seeds out of the Central, the number 1 seed out of the West. They were the favorites to get here. They took care of business to get here. And both teams are hot. You look at Har-Ber, they've won 18 games in a row. North Little Rock's won 21 games in a row. And really, the Har-Ber win streak might be a little bit longer. North Little Rock beat them way back in Texas, 54-50. Kind of funny they met
in
Texas at a tournament.
Right.
And that's the last time this Har-Ber team's lost. It was a close game, good game. I'm expecting another good one tonight.
The biggest thing with the Har-Ber Wildcats is consistency, and they have been consistent throughout conference play. Did not drop a game in conference, and they're averaging 62.8 points per game. But the biggest thing I think when you look at this matchup, Wes, is the fact that North Little Rock has not allowed an opponent, except for one, to score more than 50 points in a game. All through conference, no one scored more than 32. It is going to be interesting to see whose offense lights up first.
Isn't it funny how they say defense wins championships? And last night we talked about it with Hall and Mills. It was a defensive battle. I would say the Pulaski Academy girls. It was their defense that led the offense that helped them win the 4A title. We saw it earlier today, the defensive battle between Marion and Parkview. I mean, that was as good as a defensive battle as you're going to see. And we're about to see it again. It's all about the defense to win a state title.
It's going to be speed versus size here. North Little Rock's got the edge with size, and you have a Har-Ber team that is just quick up and down the court. They play fast. They play a starting lineup of all juniors, too. So they are excited to see this group, what they can do. It's going to be a fun one here as tip-off about 6.5 minutes away. And I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly what we're going to get. When you look at Katie Fimple as a senior, this is her final year on this team, playing for her dad. Got to speak with her a little bit, and her dad, Daryl Fimple, who has done such a great job of building a program for North Little Rock. This game was just a little bit extra special for the two of them.
Yeah, he's had a nice class of seniors, and, because his daughter's one of those seniors, and her teammates are usually hanging out at the house. He's grown very close to the senior class, but he's got some youngsters too. We're going to see a couple of freshmen from North Little Rock. But you mentioned in building a program, that's part of a program. Even though you'll have a nice senior class, he's had some young ladies ready to step in and play next year and contribute for North Little Rock, getting significant minutes.
The way that he has built this program, it's all about reloading every single year, and that is exactly what they have done. So successful. They have 5 state titles, 6, 2010, 16, 18, and 22 on the other side is a Har-Ber team making their first finals appearance.
I would say both teams are loose. We watched the end of the Razorbacks basketball game that went to overtime. some of the Har-Ber coaches and players stepped into the media room and watched it. Saw North Little Rock come through a little earlier. Coach Whipple stopped by the media room, said hello to everybody. So they understand the moment, but the moment's not going to be too big for either team.
Talk about going and watching that game. I had walked away with 1.6 seconds left in OT, and the Har-Ber coaching staff walked by, and Kimberly Jenkins, who played for the Razorbacks, said, "What are you guys watching?" And I said, "The end of the game." And she goes, "Oh, we got to go." And she came and joined us in the media room to watch the end of that game. Everyone's excited about basketball. It is in the air, and we have got a state champion crowned here in the 6A. We're going to take a break and be right back, talk a little bit more about this matchup between Har-Ber and Little Rock. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championships on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the electric cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on, is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey, Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cashback for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cashback just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway.
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cashback.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code START to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code START for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code START for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. You and your business are doing big things in our community. Our financial tools are just what businesses need to succeed. Finding funds for your business can be tricky. At Southern Bank, we make it easy for local businesses to get financing for the things that help their success. With a variety of loan and deposit products, your business can be prepared with a financial plan tailored for your business needs. To start your relationship with Southern Bank, visit us at southernbank.com or stop by one of our convenient branches in Redlands.
Welcome back inside Bank OZK Arena alongside West Morris. We are running the 6A state game between Har-Ber and Little Rock. Looking back at some of the action earlier today, getting the win over Mountain Home 74-49 in the final girls game. Overtime win 60-57. Had a lot of emotion towards the end of that game.
Tied at 49 at the end of regulation. Justin Acre and I joked that if team to 50 wins that game, if anybody got to 50, well, it took overtime to get to 50, but it was fantastic. And to see Parkview hit some key free throws down the stretch in overtime after missing some free throws that allowed Marion to tie it up in regulation, to step up in that moment. Kind of similar to the Razorbacks, I guess, missing some free throws to send it to overtime and keeping it a little too close. But they made the plays down the stretch, and Parkview gets another state championship. And that was just a great way to get this day started, or get the evening started. The day started with a absolute show.
I ask you exactly what you thought of seeing Easton McCullough ball out here in Farmington.
Easton has improved so much. Last year she was a shooter, and she would set out at the three-point line, and teammates would set her up and get her shots. Now she is a true point guard that can handle the ball, drive to the basket, create for others, or create for herself. It was kind of cool to see the improvement in her game. She's still a great shooter, probably even better, a little deeper she can shoot it. But to see her improve like that, it was like, all right, if she keeps improving like that, the sky's the limit.
It definitely is. Everyone's been waiting for Saturday here in Hot Springs, and we are about to kick off the 6A state championship game between Har-Ber and Little Rock. We're going to take a break. Say the pledge, hear the national anthem, and we'll be right back. Some action here.
Hey, Bill, I emailed that to you. Let me know if that's okay. Everything okay? Everything should be about the same as last year.
For the 2026 State Basketball Championship Finals, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. Tonight's first game is for the Class 6A Girls State Championship between the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats, who come into the game with a record of 28-4, and the North Charger Wildcats,
If you suffer
who come into the game with a record of 29-3 and are led by head coach Daryl.
you may be a candidate
Fans, we ask if you are able, please rise.
damaged tissue. This
For the
approach can
recitation of the
provide
Pledge of Allegiance,
relief
followed by a moment of silence
shoulders,
and
hips,
a
and other
performance
joints
of our
with
national
no
anthem.
surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
I
To find
pledge
out if you're a
allegiance
viable
to the
candidate,
flag
you may request
of the
a free
United States
consultation
of
from
America
QC Kinetics
and to
by
the
calling
republic for which it
501-382-9100.
stands, one nation, under God,
Instead of
indivisible,
masking the symptoms,
with
it goes
liberty
to the root
and
of the problem
justice
to
for
resolve
all.
it at its source. Already
Now a
used
moment
by
of
thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-382-9100. That's 501-382-9100.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter agents Lawrence Forrester or Bo Beavis in Cabot or Candace Alford in Gravel Ridge today.
Don't get sidetracked.
That man is playing Gallagher.
We'll keep you on course. 1037 The Buzz.
National anthem action on the electric guitar, Wes. That was something. That was a lot of fun, and we are ready to kick things off here in Bank OZK Arena. Har-Ber and Rock. Let's get your starting lineups here. As I mentioned, they start a lineup of all juniors.
And drawing the number 3,
Campbell, 5'7" junior. Gracie Davenport, 5'7", Maya Haney, 5'7", and Sanaya from Fayetteville this season, 5'11" junior. For North Little Rock, their starting lineup looks like this. Alicia Shepard, a 5'9" senior. Katie Beckler, 5'5" senior. For Northster, a 5'7" junior. Leah Hopkins, a 6'1" junior. And Naya Edwards, a 5'9" senior. And as we detail that starting lineup, you can see there for North Little Rock the size advantage that they're going to have.
We saw a little bit of that. Is the taller team. Defensively, deflection steals, he'll be on the way with it, and then they want to dominate dominate the glass. They want to, of course, make sure they get all the defensive rebounds, but they're going to hit the glass and see if they can't take advantage and get some offensive rebounds, second chance points.
Har-Ber's going to bring a lot of speed to the table, as well as a lot of shooting. We mentioned McKinley Campbell, Madison Campbell, and Sanaya Coachman. All three of them hit the 1,000 career point mark this season. I don't know if there's another team in the state that's got 3 1,000-point shooters, all juniors. They got a lot more basketball left in them, so you know that they can shoot the ball, and they're going to try to have success and set the tone early offensively. Let's try to see if they can work around the size from North Little Rock.
The UMS Hell three-point update may be big for Har-Ber tonight. They're going to need those threes to fall, and we'll keep an eye on the shooting percentage for both teams. Especially keep an eye for Har-Ber to see if they can knock down some jump shots early, settle them down. We've seen that a couple of times. The team that gets off to a good start settles down quicker, relaxes a little bit. And remember, it is a state championship game. It's on TV. It's a big arena with a big crowd, and so it's a little intimidating to start things off.
It is a nice crowd here inside the arena. You got a little bit of that baby blue representing Har-Ber around town. The drive down from Northwest Arkansas in my neck of the woods. About 3 hours or so, but North Little Rock a much closer drive for these Charging Wildcat fans. And there's a lot of blue and yellow in the stands, including a student section, which was rowdy for that boys game between Parkview and Marion. So I think this student section for North Little Rock is going to get rowdy as well. Har-Ber is in their white jerseys. You've got North Little Rock in the sharp-looking black jerseys. I'm a big fan of the alternate color, and so I like the black jerseys. Those look sharp. These two teams just kind of waiting for some media timeouts to get things going here inside Bank OZK Arena. What are you really looking for first, Wes, when you sit here and talk about setting the tone from this North Little Rock team?
Well, for Har-Ber, this is their first trip. How do they handle this? North Little Rock, I mean, we talk all the time about the Charging Wildcats in Pimble, and they've been here, they've done that. A number of times they're looking for their first state title since 2022, so still it's been 4 years. These girls, I guess, were in 8th grade, so they weren't part of it. They've been here. You would think North Little Rock could handle this atmosphere. What does Har-Ber do? How do they get off? What kind of start do they get off?
Exactly. I talked to Har-Ber head coach Kimberly Jenkins earlier this week, and said we respect so much what Darryl has done at North Little Rock. This is what we're trying to build. We see what they've done with their program, the success that they've had, the state titles to go with that success, and that's what she's trying to build at Har-Ber. And it could start here tonight in Hot Springs. We are ready for the tip. Sanaya Coachman and Mia Hopkins, that one going the way of Har-Ber. So here is McKinley Campbell in the white, over to her sister Madison Campbell, back over to Sanaya. Sanaya Coachman, a highly recruited junior, again transferred over from Fayetteville this season. McKinley Campbell over to Mia Haney. The rebound, a battle on the ground for the ball right now. McKinley Campbell trying to get it to somebody without walking, and they're going to call it travel. That was a tough battle down there on the floor. Not much she could do about that one.
She did a good job of corralling it and keeping North Little Rock from tying her up. But when she got off her back, got onto her knees, and kind of rolled over, they called her for a walk.
Lauren Brewster going to take the ball down the court for North Little Rock, looking to orchestrate her offense early, trying to get it in, but a great steal, very quick defensively from McKinley Campbell. She gets it over to Sanaya Coachman. She's going to take it to the top of the arc. Sanaya looking for something over to Madison Campbell. Madison had such a great season. They've said she's been the most consistent player, with that one blocked by North Little Rock. They've been so impressed with the way that Madison Campbell has played. Again, her breakout season this year, getting to that 1,000-point mark in her career, playing alongside her twin sister, McKinley.
That's any indication they're going to let them play. There was a nice little bump. Har-Ber fans were wanting a foul. Jump ball called. Little Rock's ball. Katie Pimple.
Pimple for three, and there it is. She gets the first points on the board here in the first quarter. A 3-0 lead early for North Little Rock. Here comes Campbell. Campbell over to Haney. Haney back to Campbell. Stolen away by Brewster. Brewster going to take it straight to the rack. Gets it up with a Layup is a little bit short. The rebound taken down by Sanaya Coachman. She's going to push it the other direction.
Good rebound by Coachman. Goes up high, takes it away.
Coachman trying to find some kind of room, a little bit of a sloppy dribble there. That one tried to get saved by Campbell, but it's taken away by Thimble, and she's on the move. Out to the corner. Looking for an opening. Alicia Shepard tossing it over to Mia Hopkins. Hopkins with the bucket, and now a 5-0 lead for North Little Rock.
Harber's got to take care of the ball. Already a couple of turnovers.
That's something you cannot do against this charging Wildcats team. This pass to Madison Campbell. She tries the three, in and out it goes. Katie Pimple's got the rebound, and she's pushing it the other direction. She's looking for her teammate. Looking to try to get it to Nia Edwards down low, but good defense there by Gracie Davenport to knock it away. It's going to stay with North Little Rock. Edwards will inbound.
Last start for North Little Rock, making 2 out of their first 3 shots, 2 jump shots.
Shepard now with the ball, being guarded by Madison Campbell. Good defense there. I think she deflected that pass a little bit. She's going to take it down the court. Campbell with the ball back over to Sanaya Coachman. She wanted to hit that 3. She shot it, but they're going to... Yeah.
I think she walked.
It looked like a little bit of a travel, a little bit of a stutter step there by Sanaya. She hit the 3. It looked good, but stuttered her feet a little bit there and called her on that one.
No fouls posted, so it was either a walk or an illegal screen. I couldn't tell, but no fouls are posted for travel.
A little bit of a happy feet there. That's okay.
And it happened right in front of the North Little Rock bench. So
everyone was saying everything about it. Booster trying to weave her way to the basket, doesn't get the call, but gets the foul. They're going to call Maya Haney on that foul, and that's going to send Brewster to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2.
Saw the quickness in Brewster, a little opening, and she shot through there quickly. Ball didn't really get above the rim, so she had no chance to get the basket in the foul and complete the 3-point play, but free throw line, Har-Ber didn't like it too much. They thought that was kind of cheap because we've already seen some contact. They're letting go by, and that time they called the foul.
They have their opinions on it. She misses the second one, makes the first one. It's a 6-0 lead, but they were able to get the rebound. Thimble here for a 3 off the mark, and it's going to go back to Har-Ber. We've got 4:55 here left in the first quarter between Har-Ber and North Little Rock. Har-Ber still yet to see the ball go through the basket for points that count. Sanaya Coachman's 3 did go through, but it did not count. Here is Davenport with the ball, looking to get it over to Haney. Haney to McKinley Campbell. She's going to put up a 3, and that one bounces off the rim and over the back of the backboard. They're still just trying to find something, and this is something we've talked about as well this week, Wes. Just getting adjusted to playing in this arena, not just in front of the environment, but also with these baskets. Shooting on a new basket can sometimes kind of just throw off your shot a little bit. Got to get adjusted.
Ball dribbled out of bounds, turnover for North Little Rock. We've already seen 7 turnovers in this game in the first 4.5 or 3.5 minutes. Har-Ber's got 4 turnovers, North Little Rock now with 3 turnovers. North Little Rock's 2 for 4 from the floor. Har-Ber's 0 for 4.
McKinley Campbell going to bring the ball down for the Wildcats, and that's something we've seen too. Teams just taking a little bit to adjust, and you mentioned it. The team that settles down the quickest early here, going to try to set them apart. They keep calling Sanaya Coachman again on a travel. They're going to have to figure that out for her, that move. They're going to call it, and they're going to pay attention to the junior's feet, so she's going to have to figure out a way to work around that one. Here comes Brewster with the ball. Over to Fimple.
Illegal screen down low.
An illegal screen on Edwards.
Another turnover for North Little Rock. Back-to-back turnovers. 8 turnovers in this game through 4 minutes.
Madison Campbell inbounding it to McKinley. McKinley going to take it across the midcourt over to Haney, back to Madison Campbell. Sanaya Coachman with the little jumper here, in and out, won't go, but McKinley's got the rebound. She puts it back in, and she gets the bucket. That's the first points for Har-Ber. It is now 6-2 with 3:44 left in the first quarter. Katie Pimple with the basketball. Looking for an opening, dishes it out to Jalea White. She is in the game now. Substitution for North Little Rock. She dribbles to the basket, wanted to get that one to go. She is fouled on that play. She will head to the line. And that is going to be a timeout, and we are going to take a break here too with North Little Rock up 6-2 over Har-Ber with 3:27 left to play. You are watching the Centennial Bank State Championships here, listening to it on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders, we answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because neighbors matter. To the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bell with Bell Chevrolet. For over 110 years, Bell has been doing things the right way, right here in Arkansas. That means a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Online at bellchevy.com and on the lot.
Like the 2026 Chevy Silverado Custom. Right now, get $0 down and just $578 per month during Chevy Truck Month.
Come see us on Chenal Parkway or shop anytime at bellchevrolet.com. It really is better at Bell. Together, let's drive.
Welcome back to Banco ZK Arena. It is North Little Rock 6, Har-Ber 2. First quarter action just underway in this girls 6A state championship game. Har-Ber off to a little bit of a slow start, 1 of 7 from the floor. They have 5 turnovers already. North Little Rock not too much better. They're 2 for 4 from the field. Only 4 shots because they turned it over 3 times. For North Little Rock, Katie Simple has hit a 3. Mia Hoskins has 1 basket and 2 points. For our booster made a free throw, 1 of 2. That's the 6th for North Little Rock. Har-Ber, McKinley Campbell, and he got an offensive rebound and a putback. That's their 2 points.
Some substitutions being made in that timeout. Marley Adebayo, the freshman, 6'2", checking in for North Little Rock for Har-Ber. Ayani Henry now in the game. Missed that second free throw, hit the first one 7-2. 3:23 left here to play. McKinley Campbell with the ball over to Sanaya. Coachman she bumps into Nia Edwards, and they wanted to call her for a travel, and they're going to be all over Sanaya over there on that North Little Rock sideline, but that one called a foul, inbounded here. Madison Campbell out to Henry over to Sanaya. And there it looks like to be a foul away from the shooter. Going to get a push there.
Edwards again. Back-to-back fouls.
So that one away from the ball. Inbounded again once more here. Madison Campbell looking for her teammate, finds Henry. Henry over to Coachman again. She looks, she's going to put up the shot, off the mark, rebound collected by Zoe McCall, also in the game for North Little Rock now. Katie Fimple with the ball across midcourt, looking for an opening, dishes it over to Shepard. Shepard trying to weave her way to the basket. That layup a little bit too strong. Now on the fast break goes Campbell. Campbell down into the corner, hands it over to Madison Campbell. Campbell putting up the 3, no good. The rebound by Shepard. Still that 3-point shooting for the Wildcats. Not hitting right now early. This 3-point shot by Nia Edwards hit though for sure. That is a big time basket there to make it 10-2 with 2:28 left to play in the first quarter. The lead favoring the North Little Rock charging Wildcats. Here is Davenport with the ball, looking for something in the corner, but she is completely defended by Katie Fimple. Out now to McKinley Campbell over to Sanaya Coachman. Coachman looking for a shot, seeing what she can do to the top of the key here, gets the jumper. The rebound collected, and they're going to call a jump ball. That one is going to favor Har-Ber. Har-Ber will keep the ball here, inbound.
Fast substitution for North Little Rock. They brought in 3 more. They have already played 8 different players.
The inbound, great pass down low, off the mark on that layup, and McKinley Campbell's frustrated with herself. She knew she had an opportunity there.
Campbell made a move to the right and then cut back to the left. It was just a great thing. Got wide open.
Just a little too hard there on that layup put up. Here she is for 3, though. That one just a little too short as well. Shepard, and they're going to get McKinley for a reach-in foul there. Her first foul on the night. She's the only one right now who has scored for Har-Ber.
1 for 12 on the floor now for Har-Ber.
10-2 lead here. Here comes Shepard to bring the ball down. Or excuse me, Brewster with the ball. Edwards trying to see what she can do. Again, there were some substitutions. So we have Hopkins in right now. She's got the ball in the corner, being guarded by Henry.
Nice.
Dahlia Bateman down low, using her body for the putback, and that's 12-2 lead now for North Little Rock. McKinley Campbell with the ball being guarded by Shepard. Over to Madison Campbell. Madison looking for a move, good spin move, a little jumper there, still too strong. Gets the rebound, collects it, and the foul. That one being called on Mia Hopkins, and she's going to go to the line to shoot free throws.
Down on the other end for North Little Rock. Drove left, turns hard over her left shoulder, banks it in traffic. It was very nice.
Yeah, good move there down low. Unfortunately, couldn't get it to fall, but seeing if she can get on the board here with some free throws and just see the ball go through the basket. That one counted. One more.
Har-Ber hasn't hit a 3. They're 0 for 5. North Little Rock 2 for 4. That's your UEMS Health 3-point update.
She hits the second one. It is 12-4 here with 1:06 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout. North Little Rock wants to talk things over, and that is going to lead us to a break as well. Wes said no. No, Wes said no. We're going to stay here.
Yeah, let's just stay here. You know, I was surprised. Adebayo just hit a 3 down here in the corner.
Yep.
Came back on defense, didn't do anything wrong, and took her out. I guess it just shows how much they're going to be substituting.
The quick pace of just moving people in and out. And she's had a really good freshman year so far. Has gotten a lot of attention. She's got some offers.
I mean, first possession, they found her open in the corner, no hesitation. It was a high arcing, beautiful shot. They came back down on defense. Somebody else was called for a foul. It took her out of the game. I was like, okay.
Har-Ber's done a good job of moving the ball around and finding shots. They just haven't been able to fall. It doesn't seem like size has been too much of an issue. They just have to see if they can get a basket. Maybe a little bit too hard with some of these shots.
Har-Ber going to a zone, 1-2-2 zone right now.
Here's Brewster with the ball, looking to go through the lane, loses the basketball, but it's collected by Shepard. Shepard getting double-teamed right now. Hopkins with the ball, and she finishes it. Sanaya Coachman's got it. She's trying to push the tempo here, seeing if she can get into the corner, finding an open. She slips. They keep wanting to call a walk on her. They're not going to get that one. She slips, gets a little bit out of control, but McKinley Campbell got the ball again. Coachman once again with the ball back over to Madison Campbell. Campbell looking for something, battling with Brewster. Gets her on the rebound, but she's blocked, and we're headed in the other direction over here to Bateman. Bateman looking for it, but she passed it up to Brewster. 7 seconds left on the clock in this first quarter. Bateman being guarded here. She's got 1 second. You got to put a shot up, but they don't get a shot up. I don't think anyone's on the clock. Coach Mimple's frustrated, doesn't understand why you can't see that they had some time on the clock. You got to get a shot up before the end of the quarter. Now we're going to break. Wes is giving me hand signals, and I love it. It's been great.
I'll walk you through this.
He is. He's doing a great job.
I've done several games over here.
Yes, we're having so much fun here. As North Little Rock's got a 12-4 lead over Har-Ber. We'll be right back. You are listening to the Basketball Championships on the Buzz Radio Network.
It's like being Razorbacks. Strong-minded, mentally tough. We got the best fans here. Like, you always got to be 100% if you want to go 100%. So if you're healthy, then you can just always give it all. My relationship with my trainers and UAMS physician.
UAMS Health, the official
Something to be believed by the time this game's over.
for Razorback Athletics.
You know the first big indicator of a winning team? More seats. The more you win, the more people want to be there. Maybe that's why Genesis of Conway has got a good selection of 2026 GV80s that now feature more seats. Yes, the GV80s now have a third row for growing families, carpools, expanded business trips. The 2026 GV80. They're going to make it happen at Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Welcome back to Bank OZK Arena. I'm Wes Portions of List Warren. North Little Rock leads Har-Ber 12-4 after 1 quarter of play. One thing I'm sure Coach Wimple is preaching over there, rebound. Already, Har-Ber has 7 offensive rebounds.
Again, they're just still trying to figure out how to get that ball in the basket, but doing well on the rebound as we start this second quarter here. Brewster getting it over to Edwards.
Yeah.
Edwards going to send it back over to Brewster. Har-Ber doing a really good job defensively, not allowing them anything in the lane. Here's Hopkins. Hopkins off the mark. The rebound collected.
Har-Ber playing 1-2-2 zone. It's really giving North Little Rock some fits.
Jaden James in the game now for Har-Ber, as is Jada Crawford.
An offensive foul going back the other way.
That one, I think, on Madison Campbell down low. So an empty possession for the Wildcats. North Little Rock going to take it back down to their side of the court. Here's Brewster. Brewster down over here to Edwards. Back to Edwards. Back to Brewster. Edwards again, working on Jaden James down there, down low. Katie Fimple left wide open in the lane. Puts it back up. A great dish, great court vision there to see her. They're back on the board, 14-4 now with 6:56 left to end this second quarter.
Great cut from Katie, too, because the defense had their head turned to the baseline driver. She snuck into the lane. Great pass, put it up off the backboard and good. 14-4, North Little Rock with a 10-point lead.
As much as this game just feels like North Little Rock's got things going, it's still just a 10-point game. Har-Ber's got opportunities to get back into this one here in the second quarter. Madison Campbell with the ball at the top of the arc, over to McKinley Campbell. Hand it off. She's going to try to see if she can find a room. Cuts to the lane, pushes it back out to James. James with the shot off the mark. The battle for the rebound, and that's coming up from Brewster. Brewster pushing it all the way to the rack. A nice spin move. What a bucket by Brewster. She earned every bit of that one. That was impressive coast-to-coast action. She is fired up. So is Daryl Pimple. That's a turnover for North Little Rock. And Har-Ber trying to find a way to settle down right now. That is about as energetic as we have seen from any team.
They should, because Brewster just put on a show. First of all, she got the rebound, a hustle rebound, chased it down, took off sprinting down the court. 2 Har-Ber players came to her. She split them using her left and right hand to get past them. Then she got in the open court. She had 2 teammates to her right. It was a 3-on-2. Instead of giving it up, she did a spin move and then throws it in off the backboard.
It was pretty beautiful, and all of that happened in about a 2-second space. It was well accomplished.
And then they come back and it kind of sped Har-Ber up, and they were just going too fast. And I believe it was Davenport that caught it over there by the sideline.
Yes.
And dribbled it maybe off of her foot or stepped out of bounds.
And I think what Coach Jenkins is probably telling her team right now in that huddle is to just take a deep breath and play your game. They're over here trying to compete with North Little Rock, and obviously they are on the scoreboard, but they've got to be able to settle in and play the game that has been giving them success all season long. They've played some really good teams in conference. Beat a really good Northside team twice in conference to win it. They're a good basketball team. They're trying to find something to get going here. The rebound, after a couple of attempts, corralled by Madison Campbell. McKinley Campbell going to take it back down across the court. She pushes it over to Davenport. Davenport looking for a hole in the lane. Had an opportunity, but now she's double teamed. Back out to Madison Campbell. Campbell trying to find a way into the lane, but good defense by North Little Rock. She shoots up the shot. The straight ahead three does not go. The rebound by Hopkins. And once again, an empty possession for Har-Ber offensively. Brewster over to Hopkins. Hopkins looking for the baseline opening. It's not there. The ball's on the ground. Brewster able to pick it back up. That one deflected and corralled by Davenport. Har-Ber's going the other direction. She shoots this over to Madison Campbell. And again, that is a walk. We have seen that too many times already for these Lady Wildcats.
Tough night for Madison. She was called for an offensive foul not too long ago. She's 0 for 6 from the floor. She's doing a good job, or I thought she was doing a good job rebounding, but the statistics, I get them combined. They have combined for 7 rebounds, 1 for 4. One has 4, one has 3, but they are hitting the glass.
Jaden James checks out. Sanaya Coachman checks back in. Ball over to Katie Fimple in possession of North Little Rock. Down low to Mia Edwards. That one off the mark. Davenport gets the ball. She puts it across. It is deflected over to Sanaya Coachman, but Coachman able to wrangle that ball back up to McKinley Campbell. Now to Madison. Over to Davenport. Davenport back to Coachman. Coachman working on Shepard. McKinley Campbell now with an opportunity. She dishes it over to Davenport. Davenport still just trying to look for anything she can. Stolen away. Another pickpocket by Brewster. Brewster back to the rack. Misses that one, but Shepard cleans it up and puts it back in. Coach Jenkins wants another timeout. I can tell that just sloppy basketball right now. Really trying to figure out what is going on offensively for this Har-Ber Wildcats team. It is 18-4 with 4:20 left here in the second quarter.
I think what she was so mad about after that turnover, nobody ran back. And so it was a 2-on-1. There was a lot of contact. We've got the Har-Ber fans behind us. They've been upset that there's not fouls being called. Well, they're letting them play. North Little Rock had a reason to be upset. No foul was called there, but they had somebody else there for the rebound, an easy putback. Easy putback. Because nobody from Har-Ber was running back. If they're there, maybe she catches it, she got some hands up, maybe she misses it, and you get the ball. But when she looked, all of her players are just standing and watching. She called immediate timeout and walked to those 3 players and was like, you got to get back. You got to go chase the play.
She did. Really heads-up play there by Shepard to follow Brewster down the court and clean up that miss to extend this lead. And when you're Har-Ber right now, again, this is a close game still. Have a lot of basketball left to play, but you've got to settle in and take a deep breath. And when we talk about fouls not being called, they're letting them play. Har-Ber's hurting themselves with walks and turnovers. And just uncharacteristic basketball right now for the Lady Wildcats.
8 turnovers so far, and this next 4 minutes is crucial. You got a chance to get back in the game, or this could be a blowout.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes as we get closer to halftime here. Davenport for the Lady Wildcats with the basketball in the wing, trying to look for somebody open. Finally finds Madison Campbell. Campbell over to McKinley Campbell, over to Sanaya Coachman in the corner, makes a little bit of a step move, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Katie Fimple. Brewster pushing it back down. Didn't have an opening, over to Fimple. Fimple, the straightaway 3 is a little too short, but Shepard is there for the rebound. Stolen away by McKinley Campbell. Campbell gonna push the basketball, trying to set some tempo here, looking for somebody. And there's gonna be another travel. I think that's the 4th travel call that they have had in this first half.
North Little Rock leads at 18-4. That's our media timeout. 3:38 to go. We'll take a timeout with them this time.
Let's do it.
You're listening to the Centennial Bank State Championships on the Buzz Radio Network.
Only once. It is a day of opportunity. What is done with this day future. I am Renata Jenkins with That is a pretty bold statement, but a true one nevertheless. Because every day is filled with opportunities, taken or missed. At Roller Funeral Homes, we look at each day as an opportunity to prove ourselves worthy of the trust that you have put in us for so many years. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect.
At the electric cooperative is Power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, land, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every home, every home, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Welcome back to the Girls 5A State Championship. It's brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. Roller Funeral Homes won Best of the Best, and they do it year after year because they take pride in serving your family with all their respect. RollerFuneralHomes.com. Westmore, Alyssa Orange with you. Har-Ber off to a 1-18 start from the floor. They're 0-7 from the three-point line, and they turned it over 9 times. North Little Rock 7 of 16 from the floor, 2 for 4 from the three-point line, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. That's how you get 18-4.
Har-Ber with all their starters back on the floor now. North Little Rock has got some of their bench in, including Bateman, who lost the handle there on that basketball as she was trying to drive to the bucket. And we're now going to have Jayla White inbound this one. White gets it up to Fimple. Fimple over to Brewster. Brewster looking for an opening, working on Sanaya Coachman. Coachman doing some good defense there in the lane to keep her out of it. Fimple now with the ball back at the top. If she is going to get fouled, that one is going to get called on McKinley Campbell.
Fimple aggressively going to the left side of the basket. Threw up kind of a wild shot, but official thought that maybe her arm was hit or being held or offhand, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Fimple with 5 points right now. Her first free throws of the day, and that first one, no good.
Fimple hit a 3 early in this game to get North Little Rock off to a good start. Then she had a heads-up cut to the basket on a baseline drive and banked it in.
The second one also in and out. Har-Ber Wildcats get the rebound, and we're going the other direction. Still 18-4 with 3:04 left here in the second quarter. Haney with the ball, hands it over to Davenport. Davenport trying to get it into Coachman. Coachman working on Fimple, up and over and using that height. Sanaya Coachman finally with her first buckets, and maybe that's a sign of good things to come for Coachman and this Wildcats team.
It's a good play. Coachman got a screen. Fimple with a deep 3 off the back of the rim.
Blackman with the rebound, and Katie's going to get called for over the back, jumping over Davenport to try to get that rebound. And in the opposite direction, the Wildcats now seeing if they can have back-to-back possessions that result in some points.
What I was saying before, Fimple took a late 3 or long 3. Katie switched off on the screen, and she ended up on Coachman. Coachman just posted her up, took her easy basket.
Oh, wow, look at Brewster. What a heads-up play defensively. Haney wasn't paying attention. She just knocked it out of her hands. Up and in, and Brewster having herself a day. 20-6 now with 2:18 left, and Brewster with a really good first half here for North Little Rock. McKinley Campbell with the ball, looking for an opening over to Davenport. Davenport for 3 way off the mark. That one saved by McKinley Campbell. Back to Davenport, a long 2 in and out. And then Madison Campbell with another rebound, another opportunity here for the Wildcats, looking for something over to Haney. Haney wanted to shoot it, but gives it to McKinley Campbell. Campbell going to give it back to Haney. Haney with the little jumper. Another in and out opportunity. And now North Little Rock's going to kind of settle down and play some basketball here. There is Brewster over to Fimple. Fimple back to Brewster. Coachman playing some defense on Brewster, trying to use that length of hers. Fimple in the corner. She's got 9 seconds, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Takes the shot, she's off. It's going to be a foul on Marley Adebayo, and then Har-Ber basketball.
They call that a McCall over the back.
They McCall, okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
She was going for the offensive rebound, and Har-Ber did a great job of blocking her out. Of course, she's got a little size, so she tried to just reach over the top and flick it away, but they got her over the back.
I can see the 3 at Now over to Haney. Haney to Madison Campbell. Over to Coachman. Coachman being guarded by Shepard, looking for something. She'll take the long three, and that bounces off the backboard and in. And just like that, tonight Coachman's got 5, telling her teammates got to get back on defense. It's a 20-9 game now with 42 seconds left here before the half. 26 on the shot clock. A Shepard with the catch, turns around, gets the shot off, no good. That one off the feet of Davenport. It's going to stay with the charging Wildcats.
Shepard got that one kind of blocked from behind, double clutched it, just threw it up there, missed it, but unfortunately for Har-Ber, they had 2 or 3 players battling for the board, and they knocked it out of bounds.
Jalea White going to inbound this one, looking for her teammates to get it to. Gets it to Shepard. Shepard with 32 seconds. The shot clock is off. 29 seconds left.
Got a foul inside. They're going to get Har-Ber's McKinley Campbell on that one. They were just battling for post position.
I think that's her third, and so she's going to have to really be smart here. The 3 fouls in this game. Katie Fimple with 26 seconds to work for her team. Working against Davenport, trying to see if she can find an opening. Battling back and forth, and they're going to call Davenport for a foul, and Katie Fimple's going to go to the line. 18 seconds left.
Did not hold it for the last shot. That surprised me a little bit. Shot clock off. I thought they'd work off another 10 seconds at least. But Fimple saw an opening, went to the basket. Last time here at the free throw line, she went 0 for 2. Not this time. She makes the first.
Now 21-9 with 18.4 seconds. Another free throw attempt for Fimple on the way. That one way short. She's frustrated.
It was an air ball, and she said, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
She could not believe that.
Uncharacteristic of her. Here comes Madison Campbell. She's got 15 seconds to work with into the corner, puts up a shot, and she is fouled. I think they're going to call that one on White. And so Madison Campbell going to go to the free throw line. She's been there once before already, 2 for 2 with 2 points. Her third point of the day to get Har-Ber in double digits, 21-10 with 11.6 left. Har-Ber making a few substitutions. Jada Crawford and Jaden James back in the game for the Wildcats. The second one off the mark. Bateman with the rebound. Over to White. White trying to get the layup to go. Cannot. McCall with the rebound, trying to put it back up, but it is blocked and taken away, and that is how the half is going to end. 21-10. North Little Rock over Har-Ber after 2 quarters of basketball. The charging Wildcats have the lead.
Watching Coach Fimple, he's talking with the official wanting a foul on that very last play. Katie comes over and grabs him.
Says, all right, Dad, we gotta go locker room. And the thing is, he had some time because both of these teams exit and enter through the same way, so they had to wait for Har-Ber to get through so they could go to their locker room. So Coach Fimple said, I have some time to talk here while I wait. I'm gonna give you a little bit of my opinion on how things are going.
We'll have some halftime stats for you when we come back. North Little Rock leads Har-Ber 21-10 in this 5A Girls State Championship. Stick around. You're listening to the Springdale Bank State Championships on the Buzz.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people.
You want to take a break and go get some water or whatever? I will take care of some stuff.
Can I email?
Yeah.
I don't have one to go.
Okay. I'll do this segment here, get some stats, and then I'm going to run back there and I'll let you do the second segment. We got 2 segments, basically. We got 2 long breaks.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already
So there's not a hurry.
$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real
Yeah,
cash?
there's 2
If you like free
breaks. starts. 1, 2, and then we'll take one right before they come back out.
For a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code IDEA to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code IDEA for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code IDEA for a
They're 11 for 45.
Your heart works hard for you every day.
It's less than 25%.
For just $99, you will receive a heart CT scan, cholesterol and glucose testing, kidney and blood pressure assessments, plus stroke risk screening, all with same-day results. If you're over 35 or have a family history of heart disease, this screening is for you. Healthy heart, healthy you, healthy future. Call UAMS Health at 501-603-1222. That's 501-603-1222.
On your way to the Little Rock Airport, business travelers park fast at Expressway Airport parking. As you park, our shuttle picks you up, and a 60-second ride later, you're at the airport. Download our app and earn rewards. Simply scan the virtual gate pass to enter and scan again to exit. No waiting, and your receipt is emailed to you. Pay less than municipal airport parking at Expressway Airport parking, left of the airport entrance, next to the Comfort Inn.
Welcome back to Banco ZK Arena. We're in half of the 6A Girls State Championship game. Little Rock leads Har-Ber 21-10. We knew the Little Rock defense was good. It has been good, but Har-Ber has missed a lot of shots. Let's take a look at the team statistics to start this off.
Har-Ber is 13% from the floor. 3 of 23. They're 11% from the 3-point line.
1 for 9. The one make was a Coachman banked in three. I will say they've had several that have gone kind of halfway down and popped back out of the goal. Tough luck on a couple of three-point attempts, but then they got the luck of the bank shot from Coachman.
Free throws on Little Rock, 3 of 8. That's 38%.
Har-Ber 3 of 4, 75%.
Har-Ber's has 10 turnovers.
North Little Rock 6 turnovers.
By the way, North Little Rock is just shooting 36% from the floor. They're 8 of 22. 2 of 6 from the three-point line at 33%. Points off turnovers. North Little Rock leads this category
9-0.
Har-Ber has 10 turnovers at the half. North Little Rock 6 turnovers. Defensive rebounds are all tied up at 12. Har-Ber's got 3 more total rebounds because they've got
9 offensive rebounds to
North Little Rock 6
offensive rebounds.
Har-Ber does lead in second chance points, 4 to 3.
North Little Rock has more pinch points,
6 to nothing. They have more pump points to the paint, 10 to 4. And they have 2 fast break points compared to 9 for Har-Ber. No blocks in the game. Har-Ber has 5 steals, North Little Rock 4, 3 assists, and 4 North Little Rock tons for Har-Ber.
North Little Rock has led the whole way. They scored first, and they have not given up the lead.
No lead changes in this one.
It has been all North Little Rock leading for the majority of this game. 21-10 is your score. Even though North Little Rock missed their last 4 shots, they were 1 for the last 7. They didn't have a field goal for the last 2 minutes and 37 seconds of this game. North Little Rock had a chance to kind of blow this open.
North Little Rock had a
chance. With about 4 minutes to go, North Little Rock was up 14.
About 4 minutes to go, North Little Rock was up 14.
They couldn't increase that lead. In fact, Coachman banked in that.
They couldn't increase that lead. In fact, Coachman banked in that 3 to get it down to 11. And neither team
for offensive basketball fans, it has been ugly.
Offensive basketball fans, it has been ugly.
Respect the defensive effort that's been put out by most of these teams. Har-Ber, if they come back and win it, they can say, look, we got off to a horrible start, but our defense kept us in this game close enough to where we could rally in the second half. Let's see if that happens in a few minutes. We'll take a break, come back with some individual statistics, and get you ready for the second half. The 5A Girls State Championship between North Little Rock and Har-Ber. North Little Rock up 11, 21-10.
At the electric cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every poll, every...
I did all the team stats. You want to do some player stats?
We need to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. to the electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
It's the declaration of deals at Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram and Benton. We're going to take $11,000 off Grand Cherokees, and we've got the new Compass starting at just $27,995.
Jerry, it's Wrangler season. Tell them what we're going to do about those.
This year, Jeep has reduced their factory-based price by thousands. So we're starting new Jeep Wranglers at $34,999. So come see us at Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram and Benton.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and light maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Pay depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street, Little Rock.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Hockey legend Glenn Hall played in a record 502 consecutive games without wearing a mask. That he played goalie without wearing a mask is mind-boggling. He received 300 stitches over the years as he was inventing the so-called butterfly style of goaltending. Hall recently passed away at the age of 94. A life well lived, a profession well played, and toughness well personified. A man facing down pucks flying at his face at 100 miles per hour is one of the most impressive feats of machismo ever. If you're looking for a way to brighten someone's day, Double B's has Exxon and Phillips 66 gift cards available. How thankful would you be if someone filled up your tank? You can do that for that special person in your life. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Welcome back inside Bank OZK Arena here in Hot Springs as we get ready for the second half action between North Little Rock and Har-Ber. Good to be with you, Alyssa Orange and Wes Moore here as we get ready for this second half. And let's kind of take a look at some of the stats from the first half of action right now. North Little Rock up 21-10 over Har-Ber. When you look at North Little Rock, the biggest thing that stands out right now is Katie Fimple. Fimple here with a really good start to her day. It's been an exciting one for her. I have my internet update for me to get you some of these stats. The internet in and out here at Bank OZK Arena, but it'll be just fine as I find me a stat sheet around the corner. You know, one of the things that's been big, as I mentioned, for Katie Fimple, she's got 6 points, but just 1 from the free throw line. She's going to have some of the back. Lauren Brewster with 5 points, 4 steals, which has been really impressive. Big thing with this defense. On the other end, you've got tonight who's got 5 points. Madison Campbell has 3. Foul trouble with 3 fouls. She's going to have to figure out how to manage that one in the second half. She also has 3 turnovers. Big deal. 10 for Har-Ber and Little Rock just with 6.
Well, I had just a first.
What is that?
I got an interview with the head coach in the restroom.
There you go. With Daryl?
Yeah.
What do you say? How do you feel? I would hope so.
Yeah. I was in the midst of talking in the locker room, in the restroom, saying, well, it was 14-point lead for North Little Rock. I thought they were.
Did you bring any insights to
He
the
said if
table?
North Little Rock had a better coach, we would have had a better score at the half.
Okay.
And I looked at it and I was like, oh, hey, coach, what are you doing here? He goes, here's the closest restroom. I was like, okay.
Well, again, something to point out as we talk defensively about these two teams. And we talked about it at the top of the broadcast as well. North Little Rock has only allowed one opponent to score 50 or more points total this year. They have averaged their opponents in conference play to just 32 points per game. And a bucket for Har-Ber to set the tone here big. 21-13 now with 7:38 left. Here is Brewster with the ball. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards down low to Hopkins. That one just off the mark, but Shepard gets the rebound, puts it back up, and she is fouled.
Hopkins blew a layup. North Little Rock worked their zone offense to perfection. They got Hopkins rolling to the basket all alone, and she just flat out missed it. Luckily enough for her, though, Shepard was there for the rebound and was fouled on the way up, but she misses her first free throw. Great start for Har-Ber, though, to hit that little baseline jumper. She was just inside the three-point line, so it was just a two-point shot. But that's exactly what they need to see, the basket going in, get some confidence.
That's a good start. I'm sure Coach Kimberly Jenkins liked that, to just at least have something go right.
I need to
come out of the locker room.
That was a 3.
It was a 3.
Yeah.
It was 21-10. You're making me feel crazy over here, but I'm not really good with math all the time, so I just trusted you. And Sanaya Coach with another 3, and just like that, Wes, it's 22-16. 2 big threes out of the locker room for the Wildcats. Brewster with the ball here. Coachman on the defensive end, looking for something. Over to Shepard. Shepard back to Brewster. Back to Shepard at the baseline. A little baseline jumper floater up and good. 24-16 North Little Rock.
What is happening? We've seen 3 baskets made in 4 trips. This is crazy.
Someone said something in the locker room. It worked for both of these teams. Tonight, Coachman with the ball for Har-Ber in front of her own bench. Over to Davenport. Davenport to Haney. Haney down low to Coachman. Coachman wanted that shot. She gives it up, gets it back to McKinley Campbell. Davenport now working her game against Brewster. Here is Madison Campbell towards the basket, gets her own miss, puts it back up, and she is fouled by Shepard. That one looked a little bit like all ball to me, but they were going to call her for the foul, and Madison Campbell's going to go to the line.
He said body, and she got it underneath low. It was a clean block, but his body motion, he was saying she kind of went up underneath her when she jumped and got her with the body.
That puts Madison Campbell on the line, and she misses that first free throw.
With those 2 threes, Har-Ber's already scored 4 points in the third quarter in the first minute and 42 seconds. So they did all the first quarter. If she makes this free throw, it'll be more than they scored in the second quarter.
There you go. That's one way to come out of the locker room motivated and ready to go. And that is a miss, but look at Sanaya Coachman with the up and under rebound and bucket. That just
That's
is a good sign, and that is what Sanaya Coachman does best. Now 24-18 with 6:18 here in the third quarter. Brewster with the ball. Sanaya Coachman doing some defense. She backs off a little bit, reaches in, gets the steal, shows off that length. She's got the basketball, going to slow it down a little bit as Shepard's reaching in, trying to steal the basketball from her.
We've got a clock issue. Yeah, the play clock had never started. They looked up and it was at 35 seconds.
I got it if they want.
Get together with the table, try to fix that, but what a start for Har-Ber to come out the locker room.
Riley!
First half point.
Riley!
They've already
I
got
got 31!
in the first minute.
I got the time if you
47.
need it. It needs to be 29 on the shot clock.
Here. He does the scorebook for us, keeps all the stats.
It's the
His
second
technology has an automated shot clock, so when the shot clock goes off, he can tell everybody, hey, here's what it should be, instead of having to go back and look at video or monitor it. And, he's got it on his computer system. Called one of the officials over and said, hey, here's what it needs to be at.
Well, that's great. We got him right beside us. So that's perfect for us. Just going to confirm that. There you go.
She came over and said thank you.
There you go. 6:10 on the clock. 30 on the shot clock. The inbound here to Haney. Haney over to Coachman. Coachman going to put up the 3. That one off the mark. The rebound on the ground, and Haney gets away with it. McKinley Campbell over to Davenport. Davenport for 3, and there you go. And Kimberly Jenkins hit the deck. She was excited, but I think she tripped over the feet of one of her players. But she loves this right now because it is a 3-point game, Wes, in favor of the Wildcats, and that is a steal. Sanaya Coachman with the ball. gives it over to McKinley Campbell, and it is a 3-point game, 24-21. Campbell working on Brewster, looking for an opening, passes it to her sister Madison Campbell. Madison, her ball, and pass deflected by Shepard. Shepard taking it coast to coast. Easy layup, and that turnover. Some points for North Little Rock, maybe a little bit of breathing room on this scoreboard.
Write that down. That may be a huge play when it's all said and done.
I will do so. I'm going to hold you to it potentially. Here we go. Madison Campbell working on Edwards. The block, that one out of bounds. It's going to stay with Har-Ber. McKinley, it looks like McKinley Campbell has got something going on with her shoe, so if they let her quickly go over there and make that adjustment,
She ran to the official and
they're going to have to check in. Jaden
the way she ran off, I thought she was sick. I thought she was running to a trash can, and she ran over there.
And she might end up wrapping her knee right now. Pre-wrap, so it might be just something on her knee that she needed to fix. Meanwhile, we're going to be playing basketball. Davenport with the ball being guarded by Fimple. Sanaya Coachman with the ball now. Haney looking for an opening. That one gets blocked, and we're going to call a foul on Nia Edwards. And Haney's going to go to the line. Here she comes back. I think she just maybe needed to have something wrapped up. Maybe she had a scab or a nick or something. But it looks like McKinley Campbell going to come back here in just a minute. Haney's first shot up and rings around and 26-21, 4:49-22, excuse me, 4:49 here in the third quarter.
You know, the difference I've seen in Har-Ber is now they're just playing ball on offense. Like Davenport caught it over on the baseline, never even thought, didn't hesitate, she just caught it and shot it, and it went in. You know,
playing a little bit more natural and a little bit more free, I think. Maybe a little too tight in that first half. Got a little bit reminded of who they are as a team. Ball on the ground. Eventually got the possession by Brewster, and Brewster is going to set up her offense here for North Little Rock. McKinley Campbell back in the game. Davenport checked out. James is still in the game, as is Haney, Coachman, and Madison Campbell. The shot up, no good. Madison Campbell with the rebound pushes it to McKinley Campbell on the move, looking for an opening, working on Katie Fimple. A little rotation over to Sanaya Coachman. Coachman now with the ball. Haney trying to put a screen for Sanaya, give her something. This dish over to McKinley Campbell for three. The shot is up, no good. And the rebound, it's the hands of Katie Fimple going the other direction.
It was a good box out. Ball hit the ground, and Little Rock able to chase it down.
This one dished over to Nia Edwards in the corner. And how about Edwards using the backboard and the angle to get that one to drop? 29-22. Sanaya Coachman trying to shoot her shot on the other end. Does not go. The rebound to Shepard, and Brewster is going to corral it back for North Little Rock. A wide open Katie Fimple in the corner. Looked to shoot it. Decides to drive to the lane instead and gets that bucket to go. An easy layup for Fimple. And it's back to a 9-point lead for the Charging Wildcats. Coachman with the ball, with the shot. That one just off the mark. The rebound by Brewster. And things are starting to feel like maybe the momentum shifting back to the Charging Wildcats. Fimple for three, off the mark. The rebound by Shepard. Shepard with a little sidestep. Up and in it goes. Back to 11-point lead now for North Little Rock.
They've already scored 22 points in this quarter. That's an offensive foul. Off arm. Kind of push it off.
That foul called right in front of Coach Kimberly Jenkins. Trying to get an explanation for that. Let's take a break while they talk about it. You are watching this and listening to the Centennial Bank State Championships on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders, we answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. To the Electric Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
That's right. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday. Let's do this Monday. ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's Renter's Insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Join the zone each Monday for game balls and jockstraps, brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Find out who made the best, average, and worst headlines in sports and entertainment each Monday as Justin and DJ give you their game balls and jockstraps on the zone from 10 to 1. It's all brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Call today to get your landscape updated to a whole new level and be listening for game balls and jockstraps only on 103.7 The Buzz.
It's where the big boys come to play.
This is madness! This is Sparta!
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ in Little Rock.
Welcome back to Bank OZK. We had an eventful timeout where Kimberly Jenkins, the head coach for Har-Ber, assessed a technical. And so Brewster shot 2 free throws, missed one, made one, so it is now 34-22 in favor of North Little Rock over Har-Ber with 2:29 left.
North Little Rock on an 8-1.
Just ended that run with the jumper there to make it a 10-point game once more.
Har-Ber was on a 2-minute, 12-second drought until that big field goal from Coach.
Brewster with the ball. Being guarded by Coachman, over to Bateman. Bateman for 3, that one off the rim. And the rebound collected by Campbell, then Coachman. Coachman taking it to the basket. She draws the foul. She's going to go to the line. That is on Nia Edwards.
Yeah, they're going to give
this one. They're going to go to.
She got her with have a hit check. She blocked the shot, partially blocked it, but her hips collided. Coachman knocks down the first. It's a 9-point game. Har-Ber responds after that timeout. Coach gets a technical, and they scored the last 3, make it 4 points. So they didn't call for a technical foul.
Sometimes coaches do that just to energize their team, and maybe that's what's happening right now as Brewster gets it over to Adebayo. Back to Brewster. McCall also back in the game, as is Jayla White and Dahlia Bateman. That one, the shot off the mark, rebound by Coachman. Coachman over to McKinley Campbell. Campbell, Davenport, Coachman, Campbell, and Haney in the game.
Good board of Adebayo. North Little Rock just walking it up.
I'll say North Little Rock trying to just slow down this game a little bit. You don't need to get into a track meet. Clock on your side here. 1:04 left in the third quarter. 34-26. Brewster with the ball. A little bit of a screen set there by McCall. Out to Adebayo. Up to White. White with the ball. She's going to shoot this 3. That one off the mark. A rebound by Davenport. Davenport going to hold it. Give it to Coachman. Coachman going to hand it off to McKinley Campbell to set the offense here in front of us for Har-Ber. Over to Coachman again. Coachman with Adebayo on her. She shoots up the 3. That one off the mark, no good. The rebound by Brewster. Brewster not going to stop taking this one. Trying to get to the basket. Pushes. Ball gets the shot. It has been one of those days today. For Lauren Brewster, just having a phenomenal basketball day for the Charging Wildcats. On the baseline, ball taken away.
North Little Rock took it away, but she fell after she took it and called for traveling, so Har-Ber's going to get it right back. So kind of back-to-back turnovers in the span of 1 second.
Kinley Campbell into inbound in for Har-Ber, looking for an open teammate, gets it to Sanaya Coachman. Sanaya being guarded by Adebayo. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. The shot does not fall for Coachman. No foul. Clean rebound for Brewster. And that is going to do it. That is the end of the third quarter. 36-26. North Little Rock with a 10-point lead over Har-Ber as we enter the final quarter here at Bank OZK Arena.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. State-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you. At the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
They did score 31 points combined.
Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Blackman Auctions, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Maurer National Bank, Edwards Food Giant, Chris Crane Hyundai, and Genesis of Conway.
Serious injuries happen every day. If it happens to you, don't wait. Dial 8. Dial 8 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton. 888-8888. Anywhere in the state, dial 8. We've got you covered, Arkansas.
On West Ford along with Alyssa Orange through 3 quarters of play. North Little Rock leads 36-26 over Har-Ber. A much better offensive quarter, both teams shooting the ball a little bit better in the third quarter. Har-Ber scored 16, North Little Rock 15 points. So North Little Rock leading the way. You've got Lisa Shepard with 9 points. Katie Pittsburgh has 8, Lauren Brewster has 8. Leading the way for Har-Ber is Sanaya Coachman with 14 points. The next highest score was Madison Campbell with 6 points.
It is. One thing on the stat sheet, though, that does jump out to me that you look points over turnovers. North Little Rock with 12 points on turnovers. Har-Ber just 5. And the trap here on Brewster throws it away into the hands of Davenport. Davenport gives it up to Sanaya Coachman. Great defense from the Wildcats as they open up this fourth quarter down 10. Davenport over to Madison Campbell, back to Davenport, over to Haney. Now McKinley Campbell trying to get something going. 15 on the shot clock. Haney back over to Sanaya Coachman in the corner, working that corner, trying to get to the basket. Back up to Madison Campbell for 3, and she hits it. That cuts the lead to 7.
Great play by Coachman. She drove, got the double team, kicked it out to a wide open teammate, knocked it down. That's a great assist from Coachman.
Madison Campbell can hit that shot too, and so you don't want her to heat up from beyond the arc. Brewster getting the ball down low over here to White. They're going to call a foul on Haney. Davenport down on the ground, picked up by 2 of her teammates as she walks to the free throw line. Kind of just shaking that off a little bit, favoring a little bit of that ankle.
Free throw was good. Little Rock ends that little mini run.
And Hopkins hits the first free throw, hits the second. 9-point ball game here at Bank OZK Arena with 6:54 left in the fourth quarter. Here comes Madison Campbell quickly over to Davenport. Davenport for 3 off the mark. The rebound by Katie Fimble. She had a little bit of a quiet third quarter, but a big part of the lead that they had into halftime after what she was able to do in the first. Brewster with the basketball, being guarded by Madison Campbell, telling her teammates, White, come up, give her a little bit of help there, trying to set a screen, open up some kind of lane, pushes it over to Fimple. Fimple for 3, off the mark, the rebound corralled by Madison Campbell. Campbell being guarded pretty heavily by Shepard all the way to the basket. Step move up, and the layup not good, but she's going to head to the line.
Split the two defenders for Little Rock standing underneath the basket. She went up to shoot it with the arms, got her across her arms. First free throw's good.
She's had success from the free throw line today. She's been there the most. That was her first. 4-7.
She's got 7 rebounds.
This is the second one. 8-point game with 6:10 left. Brewster going to take the ball down for North Little Rock. Setting a little bit of a screen is the charging Wildcats, just to spread out the offense a little bit, see if they can open up a lane for Brewster, but good defense by Har-Ber to keep her out of the lane. Now she's backed up, being guarded by McKinley Campbell, trying to find an opening down in, being in front of her bench, over to Hopkins. Hopkins now over to White. White had a clean look there. Shepard with the rebound, and they're going to call a foul.
That was a nice rebound from Shepard. We've seen that several times today. Came in, missed, tried to take it right back up. Got fouled in the lane just as the shot clock was going off. It was about to be a shot. She'll go to the free throw line.
Good defense by the Lady Wildcats of Har-Ber. That foul, just a terrible timing on their part right there at the buzzer.
Bit of a bailout.
One more shot for Shepard. She missed the first one. 38-30 here with 5:35 to go in the fourth. Misses the second one. Haney with the rebound for Har-Ber, and McKinley Campbell taking it the other direction. See if they can get Sanaya Coachman. Get some offense going. She dribbles up and around, up into the basket. Great job there by McKinley Campbell. Gets the bucket to go. It's a 6-point game. That's just her second bucket of the day. Brewster looking again for an opening over to Hopkins. Hopkins back up to White. White on the move. A little spin move there, being guarded well by McKinley Campbell. McKinley trying to pickpocket her a little bit. They get it back to Hopkins. Hopkins down low to Shepard. They're going to call a jump ball. Sanaya Coachman and Alicia Shepard getting a little tangled with the ball. The jump ball away from Har-Ber. So possession defensively for North Little Rock, and Har-Ber going to see if they can close this gap a little bit more.
It's a good defensive play by Coach. She read that pass.
Good defensive play by Coach.
Almost pick it off, but she tied it up. They get possession.
North Little Rock with the press here. Get it into McKinley Campbell, then they're going to back off a little bit. Here's Brewster working on Campbell. Campbell looking for some separation. Brings it up to Madison. Madison with the ball. Give it over to Haney. Haney looking for an opening down low, working on Hopkins. That length of Hopkins, though, showing off all 6'1" of her going up against Haney, who's 5'7", and that one out of bounds. Going to stay with Har-Ber.
Haney was trying to pivot around her and get it up, but couldn't get that shot off.
All she had to do was keep her hands up. Just that height playing into her advantage. That one, the missed layup attempt by McKinley Campbell off the hands of Haney and out of bounds. So now this one going back the other direction. Edwards with the inbound over to Brewster. Brewster trying to get a shot for Katie Fimple. Fimple back to Brewster. Looking for an opening, didn't have one. Good defense by the Wildcats. Good power move, battling Brewster with Campbell. Gets it to go. Another big shot.
Emphatic look on her face after that one.
McKinley Campbell and Lauren Brewster battling it back and forth on the offense and defensive sides of the ball. Three from Campbell, hits it, and just like that, there's a timeout by Coach Jenkins. She wants a timeout because there's 5-point ball ball game looks a little bit over with your team about how they're going to finish the last 3:40. We're going to take a break as well. You are listening to the Centennial Bank State Championships on the Buzz Radio Network.
Year after year, Arkansans choose the best of the best for the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. And year after year, we at Roller Funeral Homes are truly honored by your selection. I'm Renata Jenkins-Bowler. My grandparents founded Roller Funeral Homes. It means a lot for us to be chosen the best funeral homes in Arkansas because we know it comes from those we serve. When it comes to serving your family, you can count on my family year after year to remain the best of the best. Roller Funeral Homes, a family tradition with all our respect.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Welcome back to Banco ZK Arena. Possible. 3 minutes 40 seconds to go in this 6A state championship game. Har-Ber trying to make a run. They bounced forward from the black 9 cut into this 10-3. It's a 5-point lead for North Little Rock.
They're really going to buckle down on defense. I bet that was the message from head coach Kimberly Jenkins there. They don't want to see North Little Rock go on that 8-0 run like they did in the third. For Coach Pimple, you're just trying to see if you can stay the course here. You've had success offensively. Just don't change what you're doing. Right now you've got Shepard being guarded by Madison Campbell. Looking to go baseline, dribbling it over, trying to pass it off, but right into the hands of Haney, and Har-Ber's got the basketball now. McKinley Campbell over to Madison Campbell. Oh, Katie Pimple trying to steal that basketball, reading that pass to Davenport, knocks it out of bounds.
The North Little Rock offense has gotten very stacked. It's not much. In fact, 2 of their 4 points was on a fast break. That's what they got to try to do, what Katie just did right there. Try to get a steal, try to get some easy baskets because offensively right now, the Har-Ber zone is giving them all kinds of points.
There's just been a defensive battle here for two teams that are very used to putting up big numbers offensively. Coachman battling, wanted to put it up, but 2 big defenders in her way. You've got McKinley Campbell 2-1 on the shot clock, gets it up, doesn't go, but she is fouled, and she is going to head to the line as time expired on the shot clock.
We just saw North Little Rock get bailed out on a late shot clock violation, but they fouled. North Little Rock just returned the favor. They fouled the shooter as she was going in, or the shot clock was going off.
McKinley Campbell, her first attempts here at the free throw line. She gets the first one to fall. It's now a 4-point game, 40-36 with 2:39 left here. The second one falls as well, so it is a 3-point game. A lot of time left for both of these teams. Full court press here, and Dimple's going to call a timeout. He wants to talk this last 2.5 over with his team, and we're going to take a break. We're going to stay.
It's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay here with Dimple. That he saw them with the full court press. He wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. So they've got to get the ball across half court, and then they got to set up a play. They got to figure out their best play against this zone defense against the Har-Ber. They got to get a good look. It's been a while since they had an open look. Every shot being contested. One of the shots they were able to make, the other was on the fast break attempt. That's it. That's all they have in this fourth quarter. 4 points through the first 5 minutes and 27 seconds. So North Little Rock has got to get something going offensively. You look at team fouls, both teams at 2, so 3 fouls away from being in the bonus. It's going to be about making some shots. Really, in the second half, the Clippers made more shots than North Little Rock.
One thing we've seen North Little Rock do, though, is answer every time Har-Ber has tried to make a run, and that's exactly what they are going to do right now. Naya Edwards inbounding this one to Katie Pimple. Pimple being guarded softly by Sanaya Coachman as she crosses midcourt. Katie driving to the basket, trying to find something down on the baseline. No good, being guarded by Coachman. Back inside, the ball stolen away. Got by Davenport. Davenport over to Sanaya Coachman, and now we are headed back the other direction with McKinley Campbell. Put a little bit of speed in her step. And the Wildcats with an opportunity to tie this one. Kinsey Campbell with the ball down low to Haney. Haney going to put the ball up and in, out, does not go. She has got a jump ball, they're going to call it, and that is going to go towards North Little Rock. So the battle for the rebound going to go towards the charging Wildcats.
Back to the defense, man. Coach made another play. She got that steal. She's been very active defensively. I've been impressed with her on the defensive end.
She is, as Har-Ber continues this full court press here, double teaming Fimple. Fimple over and across the baseline with Brewster. Brewster straight to the basket, gets it to fall, and one, and that is that answer that we have seen North Little Rock have every single time Har-Ber has tried to make a run.
That's about the press break right there. Not only you break the press, you make them pay for it, and that may have been the best thing that could happen in the half court. They haven't been very good. This time, they break the press and just keep going and drive in for the layup.
Brewster leading the scoring for North Little Rock with 12 misses. The free throw headed the other direction once more. Here is McKinley Campbell in a 5-point game here. 42-37. Davenport being guarded by Fimple with the ball. Sanaya Coachman going to try to get into the lane to get something going, but she is blocked by Maya Hopkins, and we're headed the other direction.
Coaches want to spread it out, run the clock.
Fimple with the basketball, looking to go.
Spurn this clock. We've got a 5-point lead. Take
1:10 left in this game. 16 on the shot clock. Good defense by Madison Campbell. Fimple's going to want a timeout there. Katie with nowhere to go with that basketball.
We got a full timeout this time. Coach is going to ask where we're going to get this one out from.
We've got a minute and 5 seconds here left in the fourth quarter to end this game on a 5-point game. And you got to tip your cap to Har-Ber, who's been able to battle in this one, continue to get closer and chip away, and not let North Little Rock run away with it.
Defense has been the story on both sides. I know there have been a lot of missed shots, but just then on the North Little Rock end, Coachman drove in, and as she was going to shoot the ball, a little short 5-footer, hand got in, knocked it loose, and North Little Rock came away with it. Got it across the timeline, worked a little time off the clock. There's 13 seconds left on the shot clock, so they're going to have to get into their offense pretty quickly, get a shot up. For Har-Ber, it's pretty simple. Get a stop, come down, get a basket, get a stop, and get a basket. We need to tie this thing up.
See how it all goes right now. Sanaya Coachman leading all scorers with 14. Madison Campbell has 13. McKinley Campbell has 6 for North Little Rock. Lauren Brewster putting on a show. She's got 12 points, 7 rebounds. Katie Fimple with 8 points. Alicia Shepard with 9 points. And Edwards going to inbound the ball here to Brewster, getting guarded by Jaden James. Turn, nice spin move to the basket, gets up the shot. The shot is no good, but she is fouled. She's going to go to the line. That foul going against Maya Haney.
Hopkins had a chance to steal off her defender and give a clear path to the lane. Instead, Hopkins let her go and went to the basket to try to be there in case she missed it or wanted to toss it up to her.
59 seconds left. She makes the first one. It is 43-37, a 6-point lead for North Little Rock. Still a 2-possession game.
That free throw from Brewster. She entered or came into this game. She was 2 for 5 in this game.
And she hits the second one. Might be the biggest shot she's made in this game all day. Here comes McKinley Campbell for Har-Ber. Looking to get something going. They're going to have to go fast. Finds a spot for the three. Bounces it off the backboard, and it is good. And we have a 4-point ball game once more. A beautiful shot to quickly just get that off and in. Not wasting a lot of time because you don't have a lot of it left. 49.8 seconds left in this game. It's a 4-point lead for the charging Wildcats.
I was watching Coach Fimble as Har-Ber came down the court, and he had his hands raised up trying to pump up the crowd. He's got a lot of North Little Rock fans here after those 2 free throws. you got a 7-point lead. He was trying to get the crowd involved and make an impact on this. And as he's doing that, the three-pointer banks in. That is our third banked three-pointer today.
It is.
And his slump is just, it's almost like you got to be kidding me. It's never easy.
It's been one of those games that is never easy. It's never easy to get here in general. The road that these two teams had to take. And as you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, both of these teams favored as the one seeds. They were expected to be here, and they are. But it has been a fun battle between these two. And speaking of fans, it is starting to fill up here, Wes, as we get ready for a game everyone has been talking about between Bryant and see if they can go back-to-back, or can Central play spoiler. Edwards with the inbound, that one out of bounds, bounces up, and McKinley Campbell slides into a table at the back of the baseline. Kind of hit her neck there, but I think she's okay. She's going to come back in. She's not going anywhere with 49 seconds left in this game.
It's a good hustle play.
So Edwards going to...
Timeout. It's a full timeout. He wants to talk this over again. Let's get an inbound play. Know what we're going to do against their full court press. Let's break that press. What are we going to do? We're going to attack. We got layup. We're going to pull it out. Work some of this block. We're up 4. 49 seconds in the game. 35 on the shot clock. So really, North Little Rock doesn't have to take another shot. They can just try to work as much time as possible. And as long as you don't foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, I don't think he really liked what he saw from that first inbound just a few minutes ago, where Campbell was able to deflect it as she slid out of bounds, and so he wants to have another conversation. As for Coach Jenkins, they're really just trying to get these girls to buckle down defensively. This is it. Got an opportunity.
You've never been to Hot Springs or Baco CK Arena. We've got two sections. The lower section is separated by a big concrete walkway. And right now, the fans for Bryant, the fans for Central are flooded that walkway because they're waiting for the fans that are here to leave their seats so that they can go down to the lower bowl. But the upper bowl is starting to fill up a little bit.
As well. Edwards in to Hopkins. Hopkins up to Fimple, full court press. They break it across midcourt. Now she's got a double team, and they're going to call a foul.
Great job by Fimple. She was double teamed and stepped into double team.
On James. She's going to go to the line.
She was in danger of getting tied up. And if she gets tied up, North Little Rock would have had possession, but she stepped through it to make a pass, and when she did, she got fouled.
Fimple just 1 for 4 from the free throw line and misses that one as well. So not a terrible foul for Har-Ber from a points perspective at the moment. She's got one more.
Still going to be a two-possession game no matter what happens here.
She makes it. So now substitution comes in. White replaces Fimple. Sanaya Coachman going to inbound the ball for Har-Ber to McKinley Campbell. North Little Rock with the full court press over to Coachman. Coachman back to Campbell. Across to midcourt, straight to the bucket. That one blocked by Hopkins. And I think they thought that was going to go out of bounds. No one really seemed to go after it, and now North Little Rock's going to take advantage. 22 seconds left, and Brewster here's just going to dribble it out off of the foot of Brewster. She thought Davenport knocked it out of her hand, but it dribbled off of her foot, according to the official, and North Little Rock handing the ball back over to Har-Ber. The inbound to McKinley Campbell. Now Sanaya Coachman trying to take over here. Going to dribble against Shepard. They reach in, stolen pass, and that's another foul. And I think Wes with 9.3 seconds.
Celebration has begun.
Everyone's starting to kind of feel it right now on the North Little Rock side.
Turnovers were Achilles heel early in the game. They settled down and took care of the ball a lot better until these last two possessions, the biggest possessions of the game for them, and they didn't get a shot. They turned it over a couple of times.
That shot up and in. White, 45, 46, 9:43 seconds. Katie Pimples pumped up. That North Little Rock sideline is I know disappointment on the Har-Ber side, but you still have to commend them for the way that they played and battled against a really good North Little Rock team. Har-Ber really good in their own right, 28-4 on the season. One of those losses is to this North Little Rock team.
Har-Ber's outscored Little Rock in the second half, 30-25, and that allowed them to get back in the game. They just knocked themselves too big of a hole. That start, it was just a bad start. Turnovers, missed shots. It was just really a nightmare of a start for them. We go back and we talk about the experience. How would Har-Ber handle the experience of playing in their first ever state championship game? North Little Rock, of course, has a tradition, a history, deep history of being here, playing here, winning here. And it seemed to pay off at the beginning of this game. It took Har-Ber what felt like a good half. And they came out in the second half. It looked like an entirely different team. If the team that showed up in the second half played the full game like this, very well could have won it.
Exactly. This is the 10th final appearance in program history for North Little Rock. Again, they have 5 titles, 2006, 10, 16, 18, and 22, as they dribble this one out to win their 6th state championship. Pretty much in the books, and there you have it. North Little Rock is your winner, 46-40, the final here. The Charging Wildcats celebrating in the middle of the court here at Bank OZK Arena. They are your winners of the 6A Girls State Championship.
North Little Rock led by 14 with 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the first half. After that, it was all Har-Ber. Narrowed it to 11 to start the, or 10 actually, to half, and then got it closer and closer. And at one point got it to a one-possession game and just couldn't make any shots down the stretch to tie this thing up. We're going to hear from the state tournament MVP. We'll hear from Coach Daryl Fimble in a few minutes. They're going to hand out some trophies. We'll be back to wrap up this 6A Girls State Championship game. North Little Rock gets it done, 46-40. You're listening to the Centennial Bank State Championships on the Frogs Pregame Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders, we answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every light switched on.
You just felt it. I mean, I was like, oh my God, they can tie it here. And then she steals it, takes it the other way.
Living and working across Arkansas that matter. We're better connected together. Because members matter to the elected.
Fans, if you would switch your attention to center court, join my cheerleaders please on the AAA board member and Scott Stuck, who is the one Croatian, joining us to hand out the awards for the 6A Girls Centennial State Bank State Championships, our runner-up, and a fantastic season. Congratulations to the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats.
Back.
Welcome back inside Bank OZK Arena, where they are handing out the trophies here. Har-Ber with their runner-up trophy. Again, their very first.
Again, congratulations to Coach Kimberly Jenkins and the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats. Now, your state champion in girls 6A.
It's Friday night. Clothes are laid out, cars are decorated, and the menu is picked. Your hometown teams have prepared, practiced, and are now ready to put their best on display for you. I'm Renata Jenkins-Bowler with Roller Funeral Homes. When you choose the Roller Funeral Home in your hometown, you can be assured, like your team, we will be ready to put our best on display for you. Roller Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of Arkansas High School athletics.
He knew. This was the last thing. Before,
my name is Billy Richmond, and I'm a for Arkansas. What's it like being a Razorback? Someone who's strong-minded, mentally tough. We got the best fans here. Like, you always got to be 100% if you go 100%. So I feel like if we're healthy, we can always get a job. Our relationship with my trainers and UAMS was just
the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter to the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
I am Renata Jenkins Fowler, the third-generation owner of Roller Funeral Homes. My family's story is not merely one of success, but one of heartfelt connections built through generations. My grandparents' legacy has stood the test of time. For 24 consecutive remarkable years, Arkansans have spoken, and your choice for the best of the best is Roller Funeral Homes. It's truly humbling. Roller Funeral Homes, where compassion meets excellence. With all our respect.
All right, sorry about that. We got knocked off the air for a second. Didn't know we were off the air. Thank you, Chris, for calling us. We've got our state tournament MVP joining us. I'll let you stick this on like that. Make sure the microphone's close to your mouth. We'll get you all ready to go. Alicia Shepard is joining us. How are you?
Good.
How do you feel?
Great. I bet that trophy feels really nice in your hands. 9 points, 11 rebounds for you. Alicia, just how are you feeling it out there?
I feel like it was great to be out here. I just love it. For my sisters being able to do it, great.
As a senior with so much history that this program has, to be able to have a title to your name too. They hadn't won one since 2022. What does that mean to you?
It feels great. Up under Coach Phil, we do a lot of great things, and we proved that with my sister, the whole senior class, we wanted it, and we got it. It was great.
Har-Ber made a run. It was a close game. They were back in it. You had a steal, went coast to coast, got the basket in the foul. That may have been the play of the game. Could you sense at that moment that something needed to be done?
Yes. If we would have let them keep going, they probably would have took off on us. We just needed that one stop to get the team back going, and I got it. It was great for the team.
Defensively, Har-Ber able to kind of have some more pressure in that second half. How were you guys able to battle that offensively and keep them closing that distance?
I feel like Coach preaches to us no matter when it get hard, keep going. So in that moment, it got hard. And every practice we say other side of hard. And there, we got other side of hard.
I thought at the end, they still had a shot. Y'all got back-to-back turnovers from steals and turned them into free throws that you made to put this game away. It's kind of ironic. North Little Rock defense wins the title.
Yes, sir.
How important is defense to North Little Rock?
Defense is really important. Coach Phil preach defense all the time. And today we proved what he was saying is really gives us rings.
How are you going to celebrate?
With my sisters.
Anything but, you gonna ever let that thing leave your hands?
Yeah. Okay. Don't go with the rest of them.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
We'll get Coach Fennell on here in just a couple of seconds. He'll go do some TV. Avery and the TV guys are still talking to Coach Fennell, but
they can talk for probably another hour if they let him. Bobby will jump in there and grab him for us. But again, you know, for this North Little Rock team to battle through a little bit of that adversity in the second half where it felt like Har-Ber kind of taking that momentum and they wouldn't relinquish it fully and continuing to pull it back. An impressive showing there from the Charging Wildcats.
It was a really good start for North Little Rock and then a really good finish. There were some moments in between that weren't too good, but it was enough to get this done.
It's how you start, it's how you finish, and Coach Fimple is going to join us now as he puts on the headset.
Good to see you again, Coach.
Good to see you, Coach.
Man, I'm telling you, I love seeing you guys. Yeah.
It's good things.
Yes,
when you
it
come
does.
Talk to
It
us.
does.
Congratulations on that battle.
No, it
with
was.
Har-Ber.
Yeah, you know, like we said before, I thought this was the best two teams in 6A this year, and you know, Coach Jenkins' bunch does a great job. They got some great players. You know, that was tough. You know, we kind of hung our hat on what we are. You know, we never really got away from it. You know, we're not scared to play 9-10 kids. And then defensively, we're just really, really hard to score on. Now, we go through some lulls there, and that's credit to them offensively. But, you know, our kids just found a way. I told them all year long. Everybody kept asking me, how good of a team you've got, how good of a team you got. And I go, well, you can't tell until the end. I mean, you can't screw it up now. So, you know, that's an amazing run. That's 20 straight games, and with us playing a national schedule, it's pretty amazing, this group of kids. I mean, the sacrifice that they had to make, you don't see it nowadays. You know, kids want to go somewhere else for more shots, you know, all this more playing time, but our kids really sacrificed for each other. It was a true team. It really was.
I was watching you when you hit a couple of free throws late to make it a 7-point game, and you started raising your hands, trying to get the crowd involved.
Yeah.
In the meantime, they come down and banked in a three.
Yes.
And all I could think was, you're thinking it's never easy.
No, or it never ends. That's what I always think. Like, when's this clock going to go off? But, no, like I said, I got a great staff. Coach Stumpenhouse has been with me for almost 15 years now. That's his 6th state title game. He gets us prepared. Coach McCoy, Coach Collier, Coach McCall, I mean, they're phenomenal people, and they're great to be around kids, especially high school kids and young ladies. And like I said, you know, I told them before the game, you know, this might be what you think is the epic part of your life, but if it is, it's not going to be, because there's some spectacular kids in there, great parents. I mean, you know, it showed a bunch of support. You can't win without those guys, too.
Very special group that you have, but you knew this one was going to be the last one. With Katie going out there, you get to bring home.
Trying to get ratings up with the crying there. There we go. Yeah.
You get to bring home a trophy.
Yes.
Along with ending this.
And her mom is probably going to be really, really happy. So I might get, you know, like a home cooked meal or something out of this deal. But no, it's been really, really special. I mean, that kid's in the gym every single day. You know, she's such a competitor. She's a great teammate, which is better than everything else. You know, it's not easy being a coach's kid. You know, it's a battle every night. You know, you've got people that, you know, that's why there's so much respect for other people that coach their kids. It's difficult, but she's embraced it and moved on. It's made her that much better.
I got to ask you about Alicia Shepard, state tournament MVP, but this game was getting close, and I thought y'all might be in a little trouble. She got a steal, took it to the other end, basket, foul, and it kind of changed it. In fact, y'all went on an 8-0 run to start that.
Yes,
How much has she meant, that play meant?
She's been like that all this year. She's been spectacular. But, you know, it's one of those awards that you give, and Shep deserves it, don't get me wrong, but there's so many parts to that make Shep, and Shep would be the first one to tell you that. You know, she's one of 3 sisters. I mean, she's raising them too, so we give her a lot of freedom to do some stuff. But man, she's a spectacular kid. You know, she's going to be special on the next level for sure.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you guys.
Congratulations.
I'm glad to see you.
Enjoy that
kind
trip
of a
home.
hugger.
Yes.
I ain't going to hug
Enjoy that
Wes,
trip
though.
home.
All right, sounds good.
See you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
That'll do it.
A win.
Hey, we've got 11 down and 1 to go.
Here we are, 10 minutes left here before we tip off for this nightcap that everyone has been talking about. Little Rock Central and Bryant, an opportunity to win a 6A boys state title. Can Bryant go back-to-back? Can Central get their first title since 2024? It'll be an exciting one next year on tap as we wrap things up from the Centennial Bank State Championship on the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, power isn't about profit, it's about people. We don't answer to Wall Street shareholders. We answer to our members. Every farm, home, and business matters to us. Every decision we make, every pole, every line, every light switched on is made to keep our members' power reliable and affordable. It's our members, living and working across Arkansas, that matter. We're better connected together because members matter to the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Tito's Handmade Vodka presents the 2026 1037 The Buzz Spring Golf Tournament, Monday, April 13th at Burns Park Golf Course. Registration is now open, so go to 1037thebuzz.com to register your 4-person team. Prizes are going to be awarded in both morning and afternoon flights. The